The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lever to the tie. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterback.
Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers getting set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Justin Herbert buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well.
Oh, what a juke into space. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert. Seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. After a break down the middle. And they'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the opponents. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the 1st down. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Here comes Carter.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket? Someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Herbert throwing again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they're on the ropes ready to go. They hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. A
throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. To throw is Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Chargers ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.